Actually, I've wanted to fly since I was little, and I've gone through my whole life being in love with airplanes and aviation, but never having the chance to fly outside of being a passenger in a jetliner. And about 3 years ago, I was driving past this area and I saw a glider. It's a glider monument. And I thought, you know, if I don't do this soon, I'm never going to do it. So I drove up here and got a lesson, and I was absolutely hooked like I knew I would be, and I've been flying ever since.
So I started flying because one of my bosses at a job I have, he was an Air Force pilot, and then he got another job flying for Corning Incorporated, and he told me about it for a year straight, and that got me really excited. He gave me a flight in one of his planes, and that got me hooked because I got to fly a plane at age 16. I've only had probably 12, 13 flights here, but in my 13 flights I've had 3 different CFIs, or certified flight instructors, but it's all the same in the air, and they'll take you up, you get to watch them do the controls, then you hold the stick with them, and then you get to fly yourself. And it's quite fun when you're in charge of the plane and you're controlling where it goes and what it does. And then you learn some maneuvers, you practice them a lot, and then when your instructor thinks you're ready, you get a solo, or you get a solo with them and then solo on your own. It's quite fun.
Teaching flying is really a unique teaching experience as well as a unique learning experience. And it's because you have to integrate 2 different kinds of knowledge. One is a sort of a bodily knowledge. How do you make the glider do what you want? How do you manipulate the controls with your feet and your hands? And how do you use your eyes and your body sensations to put the glider where you need it to be, and to find thermals? And that's one kind of learning. But there's another kind of learning, which is known as the FAA knowledge, the Federal Aviation Administration knowledge, which is all the regulations around flying. So understanding the theory of flying as well as the practice of flying needs to be well integrated when you're teaching, and I really like that challenge.
I will be able to fly a plane, or at least a glider, which is pretty close to a plane, just without an engine. I have quite a few friends that I've told about, and they've never flown or they've never been in a small plane like this, and I'm really excited to be able to solo and then take them up on flights. I haven't quite gotten to that level yet. I still haven't nailed the tow, so when you take off in a glider, the tow plane's pulling you, and it's pretty hard to stay right behind it, but it's very fun when you know you're in control of the plane, and it's exciting knowing that pretty soon I could fly a plane on my own.
But it's a real new experience being up there by yourself. Your life is literally in your hands. You are responsible.
We have quite a few CFIs up here at Harris Hill, and they're all great, and they'll teach you, and they'll really put everything into you because they want you to enjoy aviation as much as they do, because most of these guys up here, they're former Air Force aviators, or they've flown for FedEx or UPS or Delta, all the big airlines, and they're all very passionate about aviation. So you got some pretty great instructors, and it's a club up here. So it's all volunteer work, or some people get paid, but most of us are volunteers. And so it's really just, they're up here to show you the world of aviation, and they give it their all, and it's really nice to be around a bunch of people that share a passion.